Terri coming off of COVID, leaving her poor children high and dry.
Yeah. We can talk about that, too, how much we worried about Fenn the whole time.
Yeah, because I couldn't be there and be supportive.
All right, let's get this rolling.
You're listening to the podcast where we talk about life, sports, family, and everything in between. Welcome to Just Talking Out Loud with your hosts, Ron and Terri.
Hello and welcome to another summer episode of Just Talking Out Loud. I'm Ron.
And I'm Terri.
And it seems like it's been forever since we've been behind the microphones. Doesn't it?
Yeah.
The last time we did was jelly beans, but see, a little secret. Yeah, the jelly bean thing was a disaster. It didn't
go as well as, but I do want to say about that jelly beans.
Yeah.
When I took the brunch ones over to the neighbors, the older folks that like or coffee and stuff like that loved them. All of the people here tasting were not coffee connoisseurs.
Right.
And they had a coffee flavored. Fenn, the 3-year-old, loved the blueberry maple pancake one.
Yeah.
He was, can I have another blue one? Blue, 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 he kept saying. So certain people really, even though we did not give them a good...
Well, yeah, we didn't rank them very high.
We didn't rank them. As a matter of fact, when we opened them, oh, those are horrible. We all took coffee first, though. But see, we're not coffee people. And then we were leery about... But the cinnamon... bun was good. The neighbors really liked all of them. The Starburst Reds, is that what they were called?
Yeah.
They grew on me, and
we ate the packages. We did eat the Brock's original type. I really like those. But I think if we would have
even though they weren't as fruity as the Mike and Ike ones,
I think if we'd have done it a little differently, we kind of were thrown in. We thought we'd do it this way. It worked out good. Don't get me wrong. Sarah did a great job. The chips thing, I think we're going to try and handle that a little differently. We have to do it before the chips all go bad. So we're trying to get that down. But usually we're like ahead of ourselves. And we've had a lot of things going on. Terri did have COVID.
Yep. This is Terri coming off of COVID today.
Yes. And
it couldn't have happened at a worse time.
No, very bad.
2 days before Fenn's surgery, so I could not even watch baby while Fenn had his surgery, and I have not been to see them since the surgery, and will not go until Thursday.
He did have his tonsils out.
Yeah, he got his tonsils out.
And they didn't have to do the adenoids.
And he did not croup. They kept him overnight in the hospital. They thought he would croup, and he didn't croup, so... Thank the Lord. We're hoping he's going to outgrow that then.
He seems like he acts like nothing's ever happened
to him.
We've been seeing pictures. She's been sending us pictures of him playing, him and Beckett, and everything's, seems to be
doing good.
Doing good. And
she seems to be enjoying them at home for the few days.
I think what I remember that Friday was after July 4th. And that Friday, I was a mess. I couldn't sleep. Because I thought, he's 3 years old.
Thursday night, you mean?
Thursday night going to Friday.
Yeah.
And I was he was going to have surgery, the scope.
I slept because I had COVID.
Well, you had COVID. Yeah, it started July 4th for her. So this is.
Well, yeah, through the night, July 3rd. But.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I couldn't sleep. So I was worried about how's he going to react. But she's sending us pictures of him playing. He was.
The boy is so used to being at Children's. He's such a fixture there that he put his robe on for them. He played in his crib a little bit, and then he took the doctor's hand or the nurse, whoever was taking him back, and said, "Bye, Mommy."
Yeah.
Just like it was nothing.
That just was amazing.
That just let you know how often he's been there.
So with all of that going on, we haven't really been able to, and I got a little bit of a cold. I didn't have COVID. I tested just to make, you got to test. But for some reason, we tested Terri even though she had a backache.
I tested because of the backache.
A backache. I know you would think, well, why would you test for a backache? Well, it was other pains too. You were achy.
Well, I had the backache, and I needed to know if it's my kidneys. If it's not a flu virus of some kind, then I was going to go have my urine checked. But it was the 3rd of July, 4th of July, so where can you go to get it?
Right. So we had, I think one of the episodes we talked about tattoos and some of the places that would hurt. And we got a fan mail or a text, I should say. And one said she had a tattoo on the inside of her wrist. It was Danielle, and it was very painful. So she had one on the inside of her wrist done. So that's a painful place, apparently, to have a tattoo. So if you've had a tattoo and if it's been painful,
people say your ankles or something, but I don't know.
Yeah, but I know we've had other things that we talked about, but I can't remember some of them. I know I did some things on Facebook, some questions. I'll look it up real quick. Well, actually, I want to do this one story first anyway, but I saw this story and then there was a question asked about it. How would you feel if they would put in cars, for instance, if they would put in cars where the faster you go, the harder it is for the pedal to be pushed down. In other words, it would, in order to go, like, say, 65, right? You get to 65 and it's no big deal. But then now you
have to
there's
push
like resistance because you can't, it does, it's trying to keep you.
People would be peed on the freeway because they go 85, 90 miles an hour past me all the time.
Well, there was a question in here. There was actually, they did a survey, and wouldn't you know it, I can't
find it.
I can't find it. And I just saw it. That's why, as I looked this up, actually in Northern Ireland, they are, cars are going to be set to stop the driver from going any faster, but that's not the choice of the driver. The actual government has made that. As of July 7th, all new cars sold on the continent of in Northern Ireland have a mandatory speed limiter that's been installed. So you are only able, I'm trying to see how fast
it's going to be able to go.
And don't they have, where's the Autobahn? Where is that? You can answer me if you text us because I don't know. For some, it's I know.
I know.
I should know where. Is that? That's not Germany, right?
I'm thinking it's in Europe someplace.
It's in Europe, I know, but
it might go through all the way through.
But
why do they travel real fast on that?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, the question was, would people be upset if you had limitings on your
the brand new car
on your car where you couldn't go? I mean, it would drive them nuts, I think.
Oh, I think it would drive some of these Pittsburgh drivers nuts.
But I can't find now I had it.
But
it was all sitting
what
right
I don't
here,
like about that is, what if you had an emergency and you had to get there fast? Then you couldn't. There's no
that's true too.
Emergency mode to get there fast.
Right. Anyway, we'll come back to that if I find it. But first, we'll talk about, it is July and it is hot dog season. We've had our share of hot dogs, and we just
had
a
couple picnics.
Yeah, and then we
got
stopped.
hot dogged out. Now we haven't had them for a while.
Now we just had
that one sounds okay.
Doesn't sound okay. What did we have today? What was that? What had cheese in it?
Brats with cheddar cheese.
Brats with cheddar cheese. And actually, they were pretty good. And
they were very sweet.
So if you could put only one condiment on your hot dog, and this is a question for our fans out there, if you could put one condiment on your hot dog,
ketchup will
which
win.
would it be? Ketchup, mustard, or something else? Only one. Can only put one. What's your go-to?
I would put honey mustard, but a lot of people will say ketchup.
I know, but yours for you, it'd be honey mustard.
I really like my ketchup, mustard, and
I know you
relish,
like that mixture.
And ketchup, honey mustard, and relish.
Right.
On a hot dog.
To our you can text us now. So tell me what's your
favorite
go-to?
condiment?
If you only could pick one,
what would you put on?
Even if it's not on, maybe
I
it's
think
just
mainly people would put ketchup.
Yeah, I mean, if it's just relish or whatever,
ketchup will win.
Grey Poupon, I don't know, whatever.
Poupon,
yeah. So they did a
Poupon.
They actually did a poll on this. Different states had different answers, but number one overall is not what you think.
It wasn't ketchup.
It was not ketchup.
Relish.
It was mustard. 73% like mustard on hot dogs. Ketchup is next, of course, 62. Onions, relish, and chili all got about 50%. Mustard was the top in 14 states. Ketchup was in 12 states. relish in 10, onions, and then chili 8 and 6. People said the perfect hot dog would have some combination of those 5 toppings. So if you if you had all this in front of you.
When I'm in the mood, chili and ketchup and honey mustard.
And the mustard.
Mm-hmm. I don't think I put the relish in that when it has chili on it.
Grilled, right? It's got to be grilled.
Yeah.
Got to be grilled. It says here, some of those 5 toppings should be grilled, come on a white bun, not wheat. The top sides with a hot dog. So if you got a hot dog, you got the hot dog, the perfect wiener right in front of you, babe. What is your side? What's your side going to be?
Side?
Yeah.
French fries.
French fries, number 1. Potato salad, potato chips, baked beans. I've been really liking
really
beans.
like baked beans.
Macaroni and cheese, that would be Fen. Yeah. Round out the top 5. 91% of Americans like hot dogs and eat an average of 2 a month, but 40% said they eat more than that this time of year. And well,
this time of year,
we've had more than 2, and during the month of June, for sure. 91% also think hot dogs are an American staple, especially around this time of year, July 4th.
This summer, yeah.
33% think hot dogs are sandwiches. 67% said they're not sandwiches.
They're hot dogs.
They're wieners. They're wiener dogs. And actually, I don't know why, but it doesn't sound that bad. Next topic, I wish I could have found what I had. This one's interesting, Terri. In New Zealand, a woman known only as CL, she apparently is suing her ex-boyfriend. And you're probably asking yourself, why is she suing?
Why is she suing?
Because he didn't drive her to the airport and also didn't take care of her dogs like she claims he said he would do. So anyway, CL asked her boyfriend of 6.5 years if he would drive her to the airport because she's going to go to this concert and she's going with some friends. In addition, she says he agreed, stay at her place, take care of the dogs while she was away. Since he failed to do all of these things, she felt that she was owed restitution because she missed the flight, the airport shuttle cost, and the price of putting her dogs in a kennel while she was away. So she actually went to court, but the case ended up being dismissed. The parties made the agreement in the context of their friendship, and so that didn't show that she is entitled to the order she seeks. So in other words, there's no writing. It's like,
in other words, he broke up with her. Is that what he's saying?
Well, I'm sure the friendship is
gone. Yeah,
is pretty much over.
Especially if you're, so how'd she know to put her dogs in the kennel?
He never showed up to take her to the airport. He never. I'm assuming that he kind of ghosted her. You know what I mean? Because she didn't know what to do.
And she's like, "Oh, I'm ready to leave. He's not here. No one to watch the dogs." So she had to take him to the kennel. Missed her air,
and still missed like the flight had to be different. The shuttle, everything costs more, but because it's a friendship type thing. In other words, they're boyfriend girlfriend, and he didn't do it. She's not due restitution because there's no contract. And she wasn't paying him. Right, and you just lost, basically, a boyfriend because he was maybe being a little selfish. Yeah. I guess. A lot of that going around. So, if you say you're going to do it, or at least if you don't want to do it, say you don't want to do it. Or something came up, I can't do it. Yeah, exactly. I just don't understand. If you don't, I think people like to tell you what you want to hear, but then they don't show up later. Mm-hmm. Stuff like that. You know what I mean? I'm sure she's disappointed, and the 6.5 years down the drain because he just didn't want to do it or something. Well, it's better for her to find out before the marriage because if he's not going to follow through with dogs, he certainly ain't going to follow through with anything else. Yeah, or jobs or whatever. Jobs, that's true. Yeah, that's a good point. Last one, we're going to take a break. And this is, I don't know if we talked about this. Did we talk about the latest exercise trend? No. Are you sure? I don't think so. It's called fart walking. So I don't know why I thought we talked about this. Apparently, Marilyn Smith, she's known as the Queen of Fiber, she advocates for a post-meal fart walk to improve digestion. Apparently, this practice began a decade ago when she and her husband started walking after dinner, and it's become a routine for them. And this approach has gained support from gastrointestinal experts who claim that light exercise aids gut motility and alleviates issues like bloating. I don't know about you, but
Yeah,
I haven't. I don't know. We've been trying a walking regime. I kind of say, Terry, come on, let's go for a walk. We'll just walk around the pool and try to get our steps. But I've noticed that I'm not bloating as badly as after lunch, I'll be like, ugh, you want to take that 2:00 nap. But I'm not tooting. I don't know if that's part of the walk. I need to start farting more.
Oh, I don't know.
Maybe that's what I need to start loading.
You should push it. Well, you're supposed to hold your belly in and pinch your butt.
Yeah,
cheeks, and maybe that makes you toot.
Yeah, Terry when we walk, she goes, there was someone that said, stand up straight.
Breathe in your nose, out your mouth.
Okay.
Fill your full lungs with air capacity if you can, and breathe slowly while you're walking. Pull your tummy in.
Right, pinch your butt.
Pinch your butt together as you walk.
And then you walk like
so you have to remember all that.
Stuck.
Yeah, so it looks like you got a carrot stuck up your butt.
Okay.
And you are standing tall and you're breathing properly while you walk.
I was going to say something, but I better not.
I know what you're going to say.
I was thinking, what if you... Never mind.
Let it slip?
No, you mean the carrot?
Yeah.
There's actually a carrot up there?
Yeah.
Well, according to her, this fart walking might help. There's more. Research suggests that walking after meals...
Well, if you're pushing your stomach in, that would make it come out.
Yeah, you're going to fart. It's going to fart. Something's going to come out. It can help stabilize blood sugar levels, reduce the risk of type 2 diabetes. Now, I don't know where the farting comes in. She calls it... I don't know if she's eating a lot of fiber and she farts, and that's how that all goes. But she apparently believes in this. It's working. I do believe that a good walk, it is helping us.
Oh, I think it helps everything. I mean, it helps everything flow right.
You need a good flow.
Yeah,
and I don't mean non-ant flow that visits every month. That's a different kind of flow.
Just your blood flow.
Flow.
Just your blood flow, your oxygen flow.
Got it. When we come back, we're going to talk about a couple that went through with a wedding, but it's a little bit unusual what they did. And then we're going to talk about a woman that is divorcing her husband because of, let's see, how do I want to say this? Something that he does with jars. We'll talk about that all coming up next.
Okay.
So you want to start a podcast. Maybe you're listening to the show today and you're thinking to yourself, boy, that would be fun. And I have a lot of things I want to talk about. Maybe today is the day. Maybe you're looking for a new marketing channel, or you have a message that you'd like to share with the world, or you just think it would be fun to have a talk show. Now, it is a lot of fun just talking to your friends. Maybe you have ideas about sports, life, or whatever your passion is. Today's the day. Podcasting is easy, it's inexpensive, and it's a fun way to expand your reach online. And where should you go? Buzzsprout. It's hands down the easiest, and it's the best way to launch, promote, and track your podcast. And your show, believe it or not, can be online and listed in all the major podcast directories in minutes, like Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and you wouldn't believe how many more there are. And they make it simple to join all of them. Podcasting is not hard when you have the right partners, and Buzzsprout is the team to join. They are passionate about your success. You can join over 1,000 podcasters already using Buzzsprout. We're one of them. We've been on Buzzsprout from the beginning, and I'm so glad I joined up. I had a little bit of an issue, emailed a customer service rep, and they got back to me within 5 minutes, and they had me calm down. It wasn't that hard, and what I was doing was my fault. So here's all you got to do. Click on the link in the show notes. It tells Buzzsprout we sent you. You can support our show, and if you get a paid plan, you get a $20 gift certificate from Amazon. Now, here's some other things that Buzzsprout provides. Like, you get a great looking podcast website. Now, a lot of people think, oh, I got to get a website, got to pay for that. No, you don't. They provide it for you. Also, they have audio players. Maybe you have a website, and all you want to do is promote your show on your own website. You can do that with their audio players, and you can also drop it into other websites and on Facebook or Twitter, and they help you do it all. Believe me, Buzzsprout is the way to go. They've helped me immensely, and I've had a lot of fun doing it. So maybe today is a day for you to start your podcast. And if you do, check out the link below in the show notes and get a $20 Amazon gift card. This is an OnlyFans couple. So if you're familiar with OnlyFans, a lot of people will get on OnlyFans. Like, a lot of women get on there. They'll do lingerie, and you pay to see maybe extras. And there are women that make tons of money. Lots of money. Some have quit their jobs.
Something I should do, huh?
So, no, I'm just telling you that this is what OnlyFans. But this is a OnlyFans
For showing
couple.
their hiney, right?
So this couple that's OnlyFans got married.
Okay.
And so they're adult content creators facing a little bit of backlash because they shared their wedding photos with the entire wedding party in the buff. I don't know. I can't pronounce their name. I think it's Luisa Mercado and Maximo Garcia. That might be Luisa. I don't know. They met in the adult entertainment industry, opted for an unconventional celebration that aligned with their lifestyle values. They defend their choice to go naked, saying their wedding, for their wedding, saying, we did it, our wedding, our way. We met our friends in the porn world. We wanted to just be naked. So they had their naked wedding, and everybody's happy. Well, the only way you would see these is if you're on OnlyFans.
Yeah.
So, I mean.
So it's not like you can just click on and see it.
It's on Facebook, and you're going to see all these people on there because it's only on. That's how they made.
You don't want to see someone's.
Then that's how they made their money, probably to pay for their wedding.
Yeah, they probably made enough to pay for it.
I'm sure they did. So.
And they didn't have to worry about paying for a dress.
No, that's right. Thousands of dollars. You don't need it. You had your birthday suit on. All you needed
was a good wax.
The guy had a good Brazilian
wax.
If you didn't want to, or a wax, whatever you want to do. But that's the same thing, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess it is. He had his birthday suit on. The suits are all the same. Everybody had their birthday suit on. So he had a suit on.
You'll know which ones stay in the sun more than others.
Oh, that's true. You'll see the lines. If there are any lines. Maybe they don't have lines because
they're the naked that much. Maybe they just...
Yeah. So a woman is divorcing her husband because he tightens all the jars lids too tight.
I figured he farted in them.
No. Farts him and tightens the lid.
And then when you open it, you smell it.
Yeah.
Or you just have the smell. All our jars stink.
Yeah. Somebody was selling their farts in jars.
That's gross. Yeah.
I don't know how you would catch it. I never know. Like if you have the walking farts, you'd have to be there over time with them.
Yeah.
Cover that up. Hurry up. Catch that. Put that lid on there.
Yeah.
Because it'd have to be like sealed like you would.
So the smell would stink whenever you open it.
So you'd go down and say, "Oh, you canning? Yeah, my farts. These are my farts from last month, and
these are ones from yesterday. Yeah. These are worth more. I want $10 out of these. I want $30 out of them."
Well, she says it seems like no big deal. You know, if every jar in the house is over tightened to the point where he has to be home to open them, it's annoying. And when he isn't around, she can't get anything done. She confronted him, said, hey, many times, and it would get better. He would not tighten them quite as tight. And then slowly but surely, it became an issue again. If he wasn't home, she would have to open a new jar of something because she couldn't get the current jar open. And here was the nail in the coffin. She discovered that even the jars he would never have opened, he would tighten those too. And not just out of habit. He did this stuff on purpose. And she said she was going crazy. She lost sleep over it. Even had a breakdown where she vomited and felt like she was having a heart attack. One time, her husband was out of town, and she had a neighbor come over and unscrew all the lids for her. He couldn't get several of them opened because they were so tight. He even smashed a glass jar of figs to get it open. Anyway, the woman claims her husband was blindsided because there were literally no other issues. She says he suggested counseling, but she refused. Quote, "There's no point. I just can't get past these damn jar lids." He still won't admit that he did it on purpose, and he is giving me no reason. So she is divorcing him because the jars are too tight.
Seems like a little issue.
Well, yeah, but if he has an issue
I can't
too.
get jars open anyhow, so yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, if I'm going around tightening all the jars, because
yeah.
I mean, that just seems a little weird.
Maybe you want to keep her thin.
The exercise.
Well, and just not eating because you can't get them open.
Well, there's bags. You can open bags.
I know.
If you don't want sauce. Right?
Yeah, but
yeah, I don't know. I thought it was a strange story, so.
yeah, it was.
But that's what we're coming to. Sometimes it is the little things that turn into big things.
Yes. Yeah, hey, 30-some years of little things adds up.
It adds up.
But apparently the jars added up way before then, huh?
You know, speaking of this is weird how this is all kind of falling together. I hate to talk about divorce. It seems like such a downer, but this isn't divorce. This is actually a wedding that was supposed to happen. A jilted doctor hacked off her boyfriend's penis in a grim act because he failed to show up for the wedding day. So she whacked off his
penis
wiener.
because he failed to show up for the wedding day.
Bobbitt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The medic, she's 25 years old, carried out the grisly chop in India. According to reports, the boyfriend has since been rushed to the medical hospital following the horrific attack. Claiming she had been in a relationship with the man for over 5 years, the accused girlfriend said she was left seething when he kept refusing to marry her. Finally, she convinced him, and they were going to go to a court, like a
just go to the
whatever it is they do there, whatever it is there,
and,
the registered court, it says here in India.
Okay, and get married.
But on the long-awaited day, the woman's boyfriend backed out and did not show up, and she waited for him at the court. She packed her in her efforts and returned home. And then she invited him to the house. He was unaware of what was going to happen, and that's when she chopped off his penis. Did he show up naked? I mean, I don't understand
how he just got it out there for her to see.
The neighbors heard screams before informing police that something sinister was happening within the walls of their home. When cops arrived, they were met with the nightmarish sight of a man lying in a bed full of blood. A 25-year-old unmarried doctor who's still unmarried. That's going to be hard to get a husband, I would think. You wouldn't want to piss her off because you better have like some kind of steel thing around your whacker because she's going to whack it. After being arrested, there's more investigation. I don't know what all you have to do. But at this time, a woman is actually
I would think that's a criminal offense, wouldn't you?
Well, yeah, I'm sure. Well, it should be. It's not the first time this happened. An Indian woman sliced off her husband's genitals for neglecting her and spending time with his second wife. A year before, a jilted girlfriend blindfolded her lover and then smashed off his penis with a sickle. Oh, my God.
Wow. You still want to play them blindfold games, Ron?
Huh?
Still want to play them blindfold games?
Well, that's why I put them on you. I don't put them on me.
Yeah,
I'm not that stupid. I mean, I'm stupid. I'm not that stupid. So there you go. This is apparently over there in India, people get a little ticked off. And they take it out on little Willie. What if they can reattach that? I guess they can.
I guess they can, but I don't know if it'll work.
I want to just kind of curl
perfectly
up
anymore
in the fetal position. That's what I want to do now. All right. I think that's good. And I hope you enjoyed our show about divorce and whacked off penises.
You're so
that should be the name of our podcast.
Yeah.
Divorce and whacked off penises. Join us today.
Yeah.
Terri talks about what she likes on her wiener. It's all been about hot dogs. It's kind of weird. And that was by accident. I actually wanted to start with the speeding, which I think I'll excuse me, I'll save for the next time.
Okay.
We'll just save for the next time, and then we'll talk about vacations. People think about vacations when they're on vacation.
No. Well,
Do you ever plan your vacation while you're on vacation?
We need to have one on the kids' Disney vacation. They had a really good time.
Yeah, we want to get them back on. They had a good time, and some of the things that they've changed in Disney. If you're thinking about going to Disney, they have these little watches and stuff that are pretty cool. We'll have them explain. But anyway, thanks so much for listening. Don't forget to subscribe. Every Monday we have a new episode. And then also you can follow us on Facebook or Twitter at Just Talking Out Loud. It's TALKIN. You can also text us now, and you can also speak pipe, which no one's doing. But and we're kind of coming back down to reality. We had like 100 downloads, and now we're kind of sliding back to normal. But that's all right. It's summertime. Maybe we'll pick back up. Maybe the penis stories will help boost us up.
Like,
give us a lift.
Like the naked vacations. Huh?
Help us rise to the occasion.
Yes.
What else? Oh, what else do we want to talk about? Is there anything else before we sign off? We said Facebook, Twitter, talk, text.
X.
Thanks so much. Yeah, follow us on Facebook or X, and thank you so much. We're out.
All right. Have a great week.
Thank you for listening. We hope you enjoyed today's show.